Hello, long time no see.
Natalia Vladimirovna, we've got a tiny baby found at school, in the bin. In the toilet. It's alive, but cold and barely breathing.
Clear his nose and mouth. Wrap him in something warm. Call an ambulance. Send me the address. I'll be right there.
Got it. I'll call an ambulance now.
What do you want to get back at Pasha for kissing Eliza? Then do that lipstick better. Give me that. You're looking a little different today. Oh, eyes are sparkling. What, a heated makeup after a fight? Come here. Here we go. It suits you. You know, if I were you, I wouldn't play someone else's game. There's something about you that no one else has. Not that doll, nor anyone else. Do you understand?
I mean, who needs Turgenev girls anyway?
Okay, Nadia. So there's a patient of Bazanov's in the ER. Find her card and bring it there. He'll be here in about 10 minutes. And hurry up.
You called an ambulance?
They found him here, in this toilet. The window was wide open. The baby was in the bin. It's a girl.
Oh my God, how old is she? About 6 months?
No more. She has severe hypothermia.
So she lay there for half an hour, no less?
I didn't know what to do.
You did everything right.
Close the door!
Bradycardia. We need to keep her warm.
Okay, I've got some of Mishka's stuff.
We have heating pads in the doctor's office.
No heating pads. Where's the doctor?
She's on sick leave.
Perfect.
We need skin-to-skin contact.
Wait, let me... Wait, let me... Shh. Ah, you're such a smart girl. Oh, girl.
Hello. It's Lazarus from the Center of Practical Medicine, Neonatology. We called an ambulance to the gymnasium. What's the number?
856.
856 on Navida Street. On the road? Waiting. Excuse me. Here. Thank you. That's it. Litiani, CPM, let's go.
We should find her mom. Where can we get everyone together?
At the gym.
My name is Natalia Vladimirovna Bakhmetyeva. I'm a gynecologist. I know you all know what happened. I'm not going to scare, lecture, or teach anyone how to live your lives. I just want to tell you about the consequences of childbirth, especially like this one. It can be anything, for example, inflammation of the uterus. Then the blood poisoning can start, and then it can possibly be fatal.
What happened? Is she okay? What's going on?
Oh my God.
Is it her?
Apparently it's her. I'll take her to the center.
What is your term, Marta Mendogasovna?
You can just call me Martha. 22 weeks. I have twins, but my belly has really grown a lot.
Very much.
Hello.
Hello, Ruslan Evgenyevich. Help me. I've become so big in the last 2 weeks that everyone thinks I'm about to give birth.
Well, we'll figure it out. How are you feeling in general?
Not good, to be honest. For some reason, it's become very hard to walk.
Well, let's have a look.
What is it?
You have a rare complication that happens with twins. They're in the same placenta, and there are pathologic anastomoses present.
What's that?
These are vessels. They communicate blood between twins, and roughly speaking, one child steals from the other one.
Is that why the belly has grown so much?
Yes. Yes, one has a pronounced polyuria, and the other one has almost no amniotic fluid.
Is it dangerous?
Very. We need to do the surgery as soon as possible, or the pregnancy may be terminated.
Zhenya, they will be bringing in a girl who gave birth at her school. Please make sure Sechenov examines her.
Natalia, they're waiting for you in Yuri Alexeyevич's office.
I think we should send her to Moscow. Oh, Natalia. Join us, please. We have monochorionic diamnotic twins with pronounced polyuria in one twin, and the other twin has no water. The bladder is not visible.
Fetal-fatal transfusion syndrome?
Yes.
I believe that we can handle this operation on our own. A special stethoscope has recently been purchased, and we have the laser.
It solves all of the problems.
Andrei has performed intrauterine surgeries before.
Oh, really? I thought his job was to calculate the milligrams for the prescriptions. If you're not aware, colleagues, the operation only seems simple.
No, we are aware, of course. I assisted in similar operations during my training. The operation itself is generally straightforward. It's quite simple. Enter the amniotic cavity of the twin with a trocar, insert a fetoscope, find the anastomosis and coagulate with a laser. Well, especially as Ruslan said, we have all the necessary equipment. And we know Ruslan is an excellent ultrasound technician. He'll control the moment of puncture. He will help. Alexeyevich, we'll be fine.
All right. If you can convince the patient to trust two basically first-timers, then, well, go ahead.
Well,
We'll talk to her now. We have to wait for the father.
isn't he your husband?
It's a complicated situation.
How's the abandoned baby?
It'll be okay.
I'll be right there.
Yeah, catch up.
Natalia, is it true that you and Lazarev broke up?
The schoolgirl's parents are here.
Did Alexei Nikolaevich examine her?
Yes, everything's okay.
So she fainted out of fear.
Yes. Vasily, good afternoon. You got the tickets, right? Well, that's great.
Is that why you moved in with Grandma? You know, we didn't know anything. It's just that for the first 2 months, Larochka avoided seeing us, and our grandmother is blind. No, I of course noticed that Lyra had gained weight, but I wrote it off to the fact that she stopped sports and was eating a lot more, wasn't watching her diet.
Mom, stop defending yourself to them.
Who's the father, Lyra?
Doesn't matter. I'm not going to keep her anyway.
We've already figured that out.
But why didn't you have an abortion?
Can we see our granddaughter?
No.
Natalia Vladimirovna, the police are waiting outside.
I'll talk to him.
Doctor, why is she so red? Is that normal?
No, it's not normal.
Aren't they gonna have a word with Natalia and Valeria?
No. The case is closed.
Is this the child?
Yes.
How can you hate your child so much to throw it away like garbage?
She's 16, she'd know better.
She chose a toilet where the window was open, and she won't have any consequences because her dad is a big shot.
All strange actions have a reason. Zhenya. What we had was a mistake. Excuse me. Yes, what is it?
Good afternoon.
Hello.
This is Martha, this is Arthur.
Hello. I'm here as a friend, not just a donor. It doesn't matter.
This is Andrei, the head of the neonatology department, and he will be performing the operation.
Neonatology is something about newborns, isn't it?
I studied fetal surgery.
Have you ever done this before?
I've done similar ones. Exactly like this? No.
And if you happen to do something wrong? One of the children could die. Is that right?
Both children could die.
Doctor, I don't have any other children. The fact that I was able to get pregnant with my diagnosis, even with IVF, it's a miracle.
Andrei is a great specialist, and if we were not sure about this, we would not have offered you this option.
I can't take the risk. I will go to Moscow and find a surgeon there who will give me a 100% guarantee.
No one will give you a 100% guarantee, neither here nor in Moscow, unfortunately. Ruslan Evgenyevich, give us a couple of minutes.
Sure.
Martha, I understand you're scared.
If they were your children...
Martha, they're my kids.
Bazanov shouldn't have called you. I thought we had a clear agreement.
Yeah, I know. I'm not making a claim. I know I'm just a friend who helped you because you were tired of digging through databases of nameless donors.
I just wanted a baby with someone I know and appreciate, but that's not what we're talking about right now.
Do you remember how many times you tried before Bazanov?
Is that a reason to believe him now that we have this decision to make?
If my opinion means anything to you, then I say yes. It's good.
I remembered a film. A Lithuanian film, I think. Arthur and Martha were there too. There was a war or something.
It's long way down the dunes. A Latvian film. She's agreed. When's the operation? Now.
Wait here.
We can.
Right here.
Scalpel.
Andrei?
Mm-hmm.
Are you seeing this?
Mm-hmm. The fetoscope.
Wow, who would have thought? Just like adults. And I thought they'd be looming behind your back for the rest of your life.
And you gave Andrei the go-ahead to kick him out with a clear conscience if he makes a mistake.
You know, I don't care about him at all. I really don't.
Mm-hmm. The water's breaking. Mm-hmm. We need to coagulate. Laser.
Natalia, I don't care who Sonny is. I love him as my own. Come back.
Let me see. Okay, I see the donor's bladder. Water, the recipient is fine. The bladder is shrinking. I hope the blood flow is stopped. What now?
Let's wrap it up.
The main thing is they are alive.
Let's postpone the victory dance until tomorrow. Anything's still possible.
Here you go.
Listen, the DJ is awesome.
And the bartender?
The bartender has blue eyes.
Nadia. Why are you running away from me like Forrest Gump all day long? That kiss with Eliza didn't mean anything. I just took a little too many painkillers.
Pash. We'll never make it.
What do you mean?
Well, you know what my grandmother used to say? There are 100 angels where it's easy, and none where it's hard. We've had everything too hard from the start. I'm sorry. Girls, can I go to the club with you?
To the club?
Well, yeah.
How's your patient?
Good, she said she could finally breathe fully. We took out the excess water. What took you so long?
Jan wasn't feeling well. I wanted to be with him.
Is that the miracle boy with the handsome dad? What kind of illness has he got?
Decompressed heart defect with primary pulmonary hypertension.
Both heart and lungs?
Yes.
I see. Do we need to stop at the store?
Not if you agree on salad and carbonara.
Oh, I'll settle for anything today. Tomorrow we'll stock up for the whole week.
Your refrigerator will think you've lost your mind.
Come on.
Yeah.
You and I, we stand together underneath a broken sky. We are here searching for the answers, face to face, and eye to eye.
What's in there now? Personal space?
I'm hiding my lover there now.
Till I'm free from vertigo. Let me leave above
Here.
till I feel
Tea.
the afterglow.
Lazarev, I can't do without you. Marry me. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm on my own again.
Wait. Will you be my wife?
Let me think.
Here's to you.
Why are you here?
I couldn't leave until you told me everything's all right.
The nurse will bring the ultrasound and we'll check it out. I mean, why aren't you in the room?
Oh, I don't want to embarrass her. I don't like to be clingy.
I see. Can I ask a personal question?
How does a long-distance captain manage without women?
Why aren't you together? I've seen a lot of couples, but for a man to help a woman in such a delicate situation, and only for her benefit, you know, this is the first time.
Martha is the sister of my best friend Remus. Back when we were kids, 5 years of age difference seemed huge. The first time I looked at her as a girl, it was when I got back from the army. She took me to the Mukin school where she was going to enroll. And so when she was showing these paintings, talking about what she wanted to paint, she had a kind of unusual face. It was like it was lit up. And her gaze, that peculiar gaze, I'm sure I caught that gaze later at my own wedding.
So you married someone else?
Yeah. And then one by one, her parents died, and 2 years later, Remus died. And that's when, 3 days before his funeral, we bonded really deeply.
But you're still married?
No, my wife left when she found out I was doing this to help Martha.
But then why aren't you together yet?
A celebration, like when I was a kid. Patties the size of airships. And special salad in a bowl.
What salad?
Special salad. Lazarev, didn't you have a childhood?
Hello.
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 Okay. What did you want to show me? Let's see.
I stumbled across it today. I was on shift. Look, that's when I saw it. It's cool, right? Yeah, exactly. Here we go. We've got the amniotic fluid from the twin donor. You see that? We have them here. And what does that mean? That the operation was successful. Here you go. Well, I'm off.
Look, I don't want to be an uncle with presents for them. I don't want to be just a Sunday father.
Okay.
I think it's Ruslan Evgenyevich. Ruslan Evgenyevich! Hello. Ah, Vasily. How was your trip? It must have been difficult. Well, from our North Pole, one can only get there by sled. Ruslan Evgenyevich, I don't know how to thank you. All my money... No, stop it. Let's go to your wife. A pregnant woman is like a princess, and a princess shouldn't be left bored. Let's go.
Tasia, what's the problem? It's like you've been switched off. Where's that girl who used to light up everything around her?
I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I wake up in the morning and realize my legs are failing, as if they weren't mine. Someone else's. Lying there, next to me on the bed. And I can't feel them at all. Vasya.
Hello, Tasenka.
Vasya.
Tasia.
Vasya.
Did you pay for his ticket? She's not even your patient.
If you and Andrei are no longer together, can we talk about my involvement in Mishka's life?
We're getting married.
Dad. Dad, don't. Dad. Dad, don't. No.
Easy, easy, easy. It's okay. It's okay. Were you raped?
Would that somehow justify my cruelty in your eyes?
Take it.
How are you?
I'm fine now.
All night long, there've been chills, heavy sweats, high fever.
Endometritis?
No, I don't think so. The ultrasound is good. Some leukocytosis and anemia in the blood, but everything corresponds to the day of the postpartum period.
So the condition has normalized for no apparent reason? Lyra, did you think about what your mom said to you?
That having a baby at 16 isn't a tragedy?
About her willing to help you with everything?
Thanks, she already helped.
Then we stop lactating. Are you sure?
Do you think all I want is to be a milkmaker? Can I not be brainwashed by all of this?
Start bromocriptine.
Pavel Olegovich, could you please let me go for a few hours today? Huh?
I am not your doctor.
It's just that Alexei Nikolaevich refuses and I really need to. It's my husband's birthday today. I really want to surprise him.
Be at the hospital at 8 o'clock.
Thank you.
Lyra's fever's back up to 40 and rising. The shivering is bad. She's practically shaking the bed.
A reaction to the medication?
More like a reaction to the parents. They came and now this. Could it be malaria?
Hello there. When was the last time Lyra was abroad? Any exotic countries?
Asia or Africa?
They went to Thailand with Valera.
When?
About 6 months ago.
Did she feel unwell when she returned?
Well, she had a common cold, but it went away quickly.
Do you suspect something?
Yes, malaria. We're going to test Lyra and the baby.
Wait, but how was she supposed to feel it? Well, in those it was like 7 months.
The incubation period can last up to a year.
Did it happen in Thailand?
What happened?
After that, you stopped playing tennis, right? So you didn't have to play in a short skirt. And started eating like crazy. Gained 15 kilos just to not be so attractive.
Zhenya.
Then you went to your grandmother.
Look, shut up, will you?
Because you couldn't hide it anymore. That you were raped by your own father.
What are you saying? Are you out of your mind? Well, stop her. That's it. We're transferring her to another hospital.
Is that why you threw her in the bin? That ugly child. An incest baby is subhuman.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Unbelievable. Do you believe what this girl is saying?
Why don't we take a DNA test and we can laugh about the situation together?
Dan.
You promised. You promised to raise her as your own daughter.
Dan, it's not my fault. She provoked me. Wiggling her ass right in front of me. Fucking Lolita.
To raise me like his own daughter? Mom, is he not my father?
No.
The infection doctor has already had a look. Lyra does have malaria. They started chemo. The daughter is clean. Apparently the placental barrier worked. See you later.
I thought you were gonna fire me.
For what?
Well, because you can't do that to patients and their parents.
Do you have plans for tonight?
Congratulations. You're beautiful.
Please just tell me this one thing. Which one of these people here would you be marrying if I were late?
Oh, Evgenia Viktorovna. She makes the best patty.
And I approve of this choice, by the way.
Mwah. All right, guys, let's drink.
Fill it up.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Hello? Hello. All right, my love. I beg you. Please be careful out there. Yes. Kisses. And also you. But bye. Kisses, bye.
Asya?
Yeah, it was. She asked me to say hello to everyone.
Why isn't she here?
She flew to the edge of the earth, you know. She's learning English, you see. First on the internet and now in a country full of native speakers.
In England?
In New Zealand.
Wow, why so far?
She has a teacher there who taught her on the internet. Well, and to see more of the world.
Very cool.
Oh, what about you? How are you doing personally? Natka?
No, I'm not interested.
Oh, tell me, who is it then? Ah, the queen of the weightlifting, the weightlifting arena. Lyosha, to look at married women is not a good thing.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
A salad and vinaigrette? You know, with such organizational skills, you should be a chief doctor. Or at least the president. to organize this in one day. I just said yes to a very right person.
Maybe. Listen, Natalia, why'd you invite this person? Xenia. I think she's uncomfortable or feels like a stranger.
I think it's high time she became a fully fledged member of our big family.
Come on.
Yes? Yes?
Dear lovers at an engagement party. They don't do it quietly, they do it in such a way that people have something to look at.
Mish? The patties are yours, right?
Well, I usually have small ones, but your man keeps going on about how big they should be. I barely had time to make them.
It's all Evgenia.
But they really are big. Look at them. Wow.
Well,
It's delicious.
delicious.
I'm very happy for you guys. Here's to you, Natalia Vladimirovna. You're a woman of character. Such women usually bring happiness and trouble. And to you, Andrei Pavlovich, I had a couple of moments in my life, but nothing close to what you have endured. In short, here's to a calmer future for you. You deserve it.
Thank you.
What can I say, comrades? Now kiss.
Kiss! 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 Kiss!
Kids!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
What's wrong with you? Your husband?
I went home to surprise him. And he wasn't alone. He was with some young girl.
Where did he hit you? In the stomach?
No, he just shoved me. So hard that I flew into the wall.
I need to see you. Wait here. I'll be right back. I'll get the gurney. I'll get the gurney, just a sec.
Oh.
Thank you.
Bad day?
Once at school, my pants burst when I went to the blackboard. Today is worse.
Yeah. You shouldn't be left alone on shift. What's up?
You know, I would love to go to a hayloft with you right now and have you do whatever you want to do to me.
So? Why will that not happen? Well, besides the fact that there's no hayloft.
Because my mother explained to me very well that sex for sex's sake is the most worthless way to feel alive.
When you eventually introduce me to your mom, I'll thank her for that personally.
My mom's gone. It's been 6 years.
And your dad?
My dad will someday find out what an amazing daughter he lost.
are you sitting here alone?
Aska is missing.
What do you mean? You said that she was in Australia.
In New Zealand. I'm calling, but she's not picking up the phone.
Well, maybe it's night there. And Asya's sleeping.
She promised that she would call before going to bed. And besides, how can she be so sleepy that she doesn't hear it?
Come on, why are you getting so worked up? It's okay. Here. Well, let's go for a drink. Come on over. You hear me?
Shush, my darling. I know it's not pleasant. We'll go to Daddy just now. Shh, what is it?
It's unusual, Vladimirovna, to see you not fighting a battle or putting out fires, but just here at home as a happy woman. Unusual, but pleasant.
I know, it's the same for me. What's going on?
Natalia, the blood flow isn't stopping. Andrei Pavlovich. Andrei Pavlovich!
Yeah.
Andrei!
Yeah. I'm coming.
Come here.
What's happened? I'm coming.
His blood doesn't seem to be clotting, and I've been treating the scratch for an hour.
Okay, let me see it. Let me see.
Твой страх, твой гнев, они как яд. Мои слова уже меня не защитят.
Man, don't cry, little one. Well, sore throat and small fever. Looks like an acute respiratory infection.
Can we get Veniamin Igorovich?
He's on vacation, and I don't think that... Wait a second. Has he fallen recently? No.
You think we're beating him?
Wait a minute. It's obvious. It's a sign of subcutaneous bleeding. You might just be right. Yes. Then hospitalization is necessary, and he needs to be tested for all sorts of blood diseases. Natalia, hold on. Natalia.
I realize that you didn't get the best mom in the world. Who thought you should have happened 5 years earlier or 5 years later, who didn't know who your dad was. I even drove to have an abortion. But while driving there, I changed my mind. Who thought she had to spend her life welcoming other people's children, but not her own. Who never even took the time to tell you how much she loves you.
Natalia, don't.
What if it is?
No. Whatever it is, we can handle it.
Low platelet count, as well as infections that have been recurring, probably caused by prematurity. Pneumonia, bronchitis.
Why do you need this? To help Bakhmetyeva? Surprise Bakhmetyeva? To solve another logic problem?
What if prematurity has nothing to do with it? What if it's some genetic disease and all of these things are just a consequence of it? Okay, stop. One more time. Decreased platelet counts, hemoglobin, red blood cell counts, combined B and T lymphocyte deficiency, and bleeding. Changes in serum immunoglobulin levels, low IgM, high IgA, very high IgE.
The baby has no immunity. Okay, wait, hold on. I've seen this before. No, not here. Just a moment. Here! Bogdan from Semi is the only child in Kazakhstan who suffers from Wiskott-Eldro syndrome. In his 10 months, he was hospitalized 4 times. Proctitis, bronchitis, pneumonia. The doctors couldn't understand for a long time while the child was always sick, but then they diagnosed it. An extremely rare genetic disorder, meaning no immunity.
I hope you're wrong about this. Can we go outside?
Your son has got Wiskott-Eldridge syndrome.
What's that?
Andrei Pavlovich suggested that we send Mikhail's blood to an expert, to a specialized laboratory for testing. We recently just got back the results. I understand how distraught you are, because this case is not even 1 in a million. And it's mostly male babies who get the disease, although this gene is mainly transmitted through mothers.
So, I gave Misha the disease?
Not necessarily. Or it could have been caused by a mutation during the fertilization of the egg. It happens too. In any case, we will have to check you, all of your female relatives, and your mother, your sisters, all your children.
No other kids, only him. What should we do?
Basically, the best option is a bone marrow transplant. Without it, the patient has a high chance of dying from bleeding, infections, neoplasms. But the good news is...
Do you have any of those?
After the transplant, Michael will still have a chance for a healthy, normal life. Very high chances.
I'm happy to be the donor.
If you're carrying the faulty gene, no, we can't risk it, but we'll check. We don't have a lot of time. What about him?
He's not the biological father.
Oh my god. Do you know my grandmother's gonna hate you because she's meant to be the culinary genius? So, what are we having?
This is parmesan and capers. We also have salmon with Philadelphia and pumpkin with rosemary.
Well, can I try one?
I can make you coffee.
Oh, wait a minute. Wow. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Please, God. I'm begging you, please. Can every Saturday morning from now on start like this? so that this divine woman in this kitchen can cook this divine food. Oh, please. Please. Please.
How did two praised doctors fail to recognize their own son's illness? Didn't recognize the bouquet of ailments. Do you understand the 90 to 100% compatibility that is required here? If I don't match, then what? Considering the state of the stem cell donor registry? What if we don't get one?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. They said you don't qualify. That was to be expected. Do you want me to call Kolmogorov? Your compatibility with your son is 90%. We can transfer Mikhail and prep him for surgery. There's one thing though.
What is it?
The thing is that the center has run out of quotas for free bone marrow transplantation. The last two have gone to brothers with the mysterious crab disease. So the price is 150,000 euros.
I spent all my money studying in the US. If I scrape through my credit cards and sell my car, I can pull together 20,000.
Crab?
Is there another way to get this quota? Maybe call Molgorov. I can do that. He has connections.
If there is a quota, Elizarov is an option. City Health Department.
Yes, she once left someone to die on the floor and now will turn into Mother Teresa.
Everything has a price. Okay, all right. I'll see you in the morning. Call me anytime.
I found out recently myself. Kolmogorov was going to sue and did the test. I wanted to tell you, but first you left, and then everything was too good. Does it matter? After all, it was before you.
I'm going home. What can I bring you?
Твой страх, твой гнев, они как яд. Мои слова уже меня не защитят. Когда ты рядом, я не могу дышать.
It will be okay.
And the German foundations, they sponsor such operations, don't they?
Yes, of course.
ты мне уже не мать.
Maybe you want to be alone.
Yeah.
Then I'll sleep at my place tonight.
Do you need a ride?
I'll take a cab.
Now I understand how Renoir felt, looking at the portrait of Jean Semery. You're so beautiful.
Get your hands off of her.
Igor Konstantinovich, let him go!
Doesn't sex mean you call each other by your first names? You know, I thought I was the bad guy, and you're a saint. You're worse than Elizarova. At least she doesn't hide it.
Nadia, bad relationships have to be snipped off in one go, like waxing strips.
Hello. 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 Where's your neighbor?
In intensive care. You didn't know?
No.
Her husband beat her up on Friday. Pavel found her.
Wait. Why didn't you tell me anything about Ira?
Sorry, it slipped my mind. We stopped labor miraculously.
Okay, where is she?
In intensive care. What are you doing?
Which room is Ira in?
Number 1.
What are you waiting for? For him to kill you both? Igor, hello, Sechenov here. Please can you come to the intensive care unit in the first ward when you have a minute? I've run out of words and arguments. Thank you.
So everything is mixed up with the Oblomovs.
The Blonskys.
No, come on. I understand swapping lovers, but a child?
What do you mean swapping? Was Olga with Andrei Pavlovich?
Yeah. They've been flirting for 3 years.
Zen, why are you interested in all this soap opera?
Call the doctor.
Easy, easy.
Serafima Petrova, 29 years old, pregnancy of 26 weeks. Intercostal neuralgia, bloody discharge from the genital tract, pain in the right subcostal region, and vomiting bile. But other than the smear, symptoms of acute pancreatitis.
Where's her chart?
No chart. She hasn't seen a gynecologist in 10 weeks.
I see, another nut job. Hello there.
We need to examine you.
I need the best doctor in the hospital.
Here's our best doctor, Alexei Nikolaevich.
Well, actually, I'm an ordinary doctor, but if my competence isn't enough, I promise to get you the best. Now, let's do an ultrasound, okay?
But you still won't tell me what's there.
Why? I promise to tell you the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
How old were you when you lost your virginity?
I beg your pardon?
But you just swore to tell only the truth, didn't you?
Uh-huh.
Tell me.
I was 19. That's when I had my first kiss.
What are you most afraid of?
Afraid of? I don't know. Probably to love someone who won't love me back.
Why did you decide to become a doctor?
My drunken father ran over a gypsy kid with a trailer. If there had been anyone in the village but a drunken paramedic, I think he'd be alive. I've been honest with you, and now it's your turn. Why are you afraid of doctors?
They wanted to kill my child. They sent me to get an abortion.
The reason?
They said it's an ectopic pregnancy. Does it look like it? What is it? What is it? Doctor, say something!
The uterus is empty.
Oh.
Not allowed in.
The doctor thinks that parents are parents and doctors are doctors. That's why we're here, and he's all alone.
Any infection for him now is dangerous. You'd do the same thing if you were the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
You've been here since Friday. When did you last eat? Come on, eat up. There's porridge, eggs, and your favorite pies. Come on, while I tell you about our department. Bizet's Carmen is crying, starring the redhead Nadia. And you'll laugh at this, instead of Sechenov. Bagarov. You know, Natalia, we noticed painkillers started to disappear. In packs. So it must be staff.
It's for Kolmogorov. Not for me. I've taken a week off for now, and then probably I'll be without pay soon, so...
Okay, hang in there, woman. We're here for you. Get your strength.
It's not Edic's fault. He really wanted a child. And I have hormones, miscarriages, and now I've been sitting here for months. And he's a man, you know. He's strong, he's handsome. What can I possibly offer him? I'm 30-something. Sport, I quit, got fat, there's nothing to look at.
Well, if you treat a woman like a piece of meat which should weigh such and such, on the side of which there should be a stamp with an expiration date, then sure. There's nothing to offer. There's always someone younger and prettier. But you know what, Ira? I think you've forgotten one simple thing. You are unique. And I don't mean that every person is unique in his own way. Your record has not been broken yet. You've done something that no one has ever managed to do. Think about it. Only you know how much it has cost you. What character, what kind of faith you have to have in yourself.
No, but without Edic, nothing would have been possible.
Really? Aren't you the one who picked up the crystal woman and carried her 100 meters in your arms? And if your husband doesn't see what kind of a person you are and is not able to appreciate it, then who's to blame?
And who else will look at me?
You serious?
Yes.
Isn't it because of you that a farmer boy has become a knight right before our eyes? Maximich, come on, don't make me laugh. How could some pathetic quota be impossible for you to arrange? It's not for nothing. Of course. Do you want to do your thesis here in our center? Thanks, all right. I'm waiting for your call. Yeah, bye.
May I?
Oh, of course. Come in, please. Natalia, I feel sorry for you. But what can I say? We found a donor that's great. Just think about it. I realize, of course, that hyperfunction of the transplant and the risks of rejection complications are possible, and all this is clear.
Yes, but in order to worry about that, we need to do a transplant.
Yes, of course. I mean, your men are not that poor. They'll collect 10 million, right?
12.5.
Yes, we should probably look for a quota.
Excuse me, may I?
Yes, what is it?
We have a 6-month-old fetus developing in the liver alive. Heartbeat is distinct.
So the rumors are true. You, Bakhmetyeva, a child.
And you? Do you really have as much influence as you say you do?
Ruslan, listen. When people come with a request, they're not being rude.
So you'll help us with the quota?
Maybe I'll help you.
What is the price?
Dinner. Flowers. I love English roses. And one night. So that I don't sleep until the morning. Like the other night. But that doesn't mean anything to you, does it?
You can see the choroidal plates have grown into the liver and partially into the intestine and stomach.
Para-aortic area not changed. The common bile duct is not dilated.
Well, apparently the liver became a rich source of nutrients. Well, it's just beyond reality that her body didn't reject this fetus early on.
Why wasn't she sent for an abortion?
She was. They sent her and she ran away. And then she never set foot in the midwife center. Now she literally came crawling.
And they didn't explain the dangers of this? The fetus can tear up her insides.
Let's say she didn't know about the liver and just preferred not to believe in the ectopic pregnancy. In fact, her husband had cancer and, before chemotherapy, he froze his sperm. After his death, she made 3 attempts at IVF to no avail, and finally it worked.
She did it here?
No. It was the last of the biomaterial as well.
Amazing.
The fetus has to be removed. Because it's at the limit of its size. The liver won't hold it any longer. Then we need to decide what to do with the placenta. I don't know.
Has anyone in the world ever faced this before? At least, I mean, you know, without a lethal outcome?
Actually, we found 14 cases. In 4 of them, they managed to save both mother and child. In Russia, we haven't seen a case like this in decades.
And who'll do the operation? You're not available. I won't dare do it. And not Bazanov. He's not ready yet.
I'll give it a try. Where was the last known case?
The last one was in South Africa, in the Red Cross hospital.
Please instruct Michael to find a surgeon quickly.
Okay. Natalia? I've managed to save up some money. It was fees for the new book, but I really don't need them.
Thanks, Lash.
Keep that in mind, okay?
Sincerely, thank you.
Natalia, can I talk to you for a moment?
Yes.
I really hope that the situation with your son will be resolved favorably.
Thank you, Bagarov.
I realize this might not be the best time for this, but I must inform you that one of your subordinates is taking stimulant drugs. It's my duty to let you know.
If you're talking about missing medication, I ask you not to jump to any conclusions.
I saw his dilated pupils, and he's been aggressive to me with no reason.
And you're sure it was for no reason?
Natalia, I understand that this is your favorite student. I also sympathize with him because of his father's illness, but we're in charge of people's lives here. That's why.
I heard you.
I hope you did.
The best doctor for you, as promised.
How are you feeling?
The pain is better. What happens to me now?
Serafima, you and I are really in a difficult situation here. So let's be honest here. The likelihood of maternal mortality in cases like this are very high. It's up to 20%. You can die from massive blood loss, from damage and rupture to internal organs, or peritonitis. Your baby may be born viable, yes, but we cannot predict whether his lungs will open up or whether there will be other pathologies that we were not able to detect in time.
Thank you for your honesty. Where do you want me to sign? I don't have anyone. Just him.
Pasha, did they not tell you I was looking for you?
I thought that you didn't care about me.
Did you take the drugs from the safe? If you lie to me now, we will never work together again, Pasha. Now you're going to go to Misha, take the list of medications, and cover the shortage. You won't take any more. I know what a painful thing a rotator cuff injury can be. I know what it's like to have your father diagnosed with a death sentence and he doesn't tell you. And I know what it's like when love goes away too. And I also know that after all of this, you get up, bite your lip, until it bleeds, walk on, only to have something else happen to you one day. Do we have a deal?
Yeah.
We would make an official inquiry, but we don't have time. Let me be clear about something. This is a life and death matter. I thought your organization was about people, not about paper. I need anything. His mobile, Skype, Viber, Messenger on Mars, maybe? Please! Yes, Dr. Jeremy Clegg. Mm-hmm. Yeah? Thanks.
Well?
He's in a hospital in some remote village. Tropical downpour, no communication.
I'll tell Bakhmetyeva.
Wait, hey bro. How are you? Yeah, I'm good too. Listen. Remember when we talked about those guys from Africa? I need someone who can, in 3 hours, get down to KwaZulu-Natal with access to internet. No, not a favor. A plea.
Have you talked to specialists?
Yes, and the gastroenterologists. They'll stand by. I've ordered blood substitutes and Cellsway.
Did you find the South African?
No, but...
No buts, Natalia. No ifs, no buts. I understand you're a goddess of surgery, but I remember you well as a trembling student. To take this kind of surgery when it's not an ordinary operation, I'm sorry, but...
But you'll be assisting me. So there's nothing to worry about.
I help babies to be born. But I know nothing about them. Believe that? You and I have a weird thing going on. How many times have I seen you? 6th time? I've already felt so many things. Listen, you hang in there. I don't know if you and I will be able to chat like this when you're older, but I sure hope so.
Hello, O.
We had no idea the fetus was in the liver until we began to operate on her. The mother comes from a Zulu tribe, and the nearest hospital didn't even have an ultrasound machine. We opened her up, and surprise, so as you can understand, we had to react very, very fast.
Dr. Clegg, let me introduce you to Dr. Bakhmetyeva.
Nice to meet you, colleagues.
Nice to meet you.
You're just in time. I was just about to tell you how we found a window into the liver and pulled the baby out.
What did you do with the placenta?
Oh, we left it there because of the possible added bleeding. We were afraid the damage would stop the liver. We thought that the body would melt it sooner or later anyway.
How's the baby?
A lovely girl, about 6 pounds. They call it sheer luck, but I would call it a miracle. Sorry guys, if you don't have any more questions, I have to go.
Thank you.
I wish you good luck.
Thank you.
Gather everyone. Let's get the OR ready.
Alexander Anatolovich, we have an emergency meeting. Seraphima's on the operating table. Can you hear me?
Did you know that, Wellington is the furthest capital city from us?
Asya.
I took her phone to copy out the grocery list, you know? God forbid I forget something. She's meticulous. You know? As a nurse. And there's a picture of a man with no clothes. I thought it was a joke. I may have overreacted, and then she just went totally ballistic. Timothy. 36 years old. Timothy. He has a house overlooking the ocean, and what can you give us with Dashka? You know, I am almost retired, so what can I do, really? We're moving to Wellington. Timothy. That's it.
Listen, let me call Antonov.
No.
He'll cover for
no,
you.
no. Truth is, work helps distract me. And I have nothing left but work now. You know what I mean? Timothy. Natalia, you haven't given me an answer yet.
I don't know what else I should say and do to make you realize that I will never, ever be with you again. Okay, now the hardest part. We're going to start separating the placenta. Fyodor, we can't do it without you.
We'll remove a portion of the liver. Yuri, help me here.
Not bad for 37 weeks. I'm taken to ICU.
Damn it! Where's the blood spraying from?
I punctured a hepatic vein. Rosalind, I need you to take my place.
Doctor. Coming out.
Stitches.
Pasha! Pasha! I'm sorry I didn't tell you. I couldn't believe it myself. I've been thinking about you for 2 years and forgot who I am, and what I want. Quite by accident. A part of me that I didn't even know about suddenly burst out.
Hey, that's cool. Nice revenge for Elizarova. Tell me, how long?
Will she survive?
Yeah. She's strong. She knows how to cling to life. And thank you for Misha's diagnosis.
It's not me, it's Michael.
No, it's you. Zhenya. What are you like with Komogrov? He hates me.
Quota? I'll try. We won.
Well done. I'm very surprised you're still working.
Is it because of Bazanov?
I want to adopt Mishka, so that there's final clarity on this matter. And I don't need his money.
What about his bone marrow?
Твой страх, твой гнев, они как яд. Мои слова уже меня не защитят. Когда ты рядом, я не могу дышать.
Want to suck up to your boss?
I know how many of these quotas you can get, without even trying.
Who says that I can't? I can. And how are you going to pay?
What are you doing?
It's all right, it's all right. Don't start making a scene now, okay? I know how you wanted to get into my group.
Let me go!
Ah, we're going to play rape now, okay.
You're my father!
Natalia. Natalia. Natalia, we'll save him. I swear to you, we will save him. I've been all over the city, to all my father's friends. We will get the quota. Even if we don't get the quota, I'll sell the apartment for Christ's sake. And Nika will help. Stop. Come on. Look at me. Just...
Hi.
Oh, hi, Nadia. You were just running away ready to fight. Why are you here?
I decided to work.
Ah. Now that's good. Why waste yourself on all kinds of wrong people? Work is so patient, merciful, covers all, believes everything. Without work, I am no one, right?
It was originally about love.
You don't say.
Hello, can I get some help here?
Calm down, what is it? What happened?
Hello.
Hello, what's the problem?
33 weeks bleeding.
Nadia, get the doctors and set everything up quickly.
This is very similar to the COVID flu. I've seen this. You can't perform surgery.
Nadia, as far as I know, you are not a surgeon and not Donsov's deputy. And I need them and the OR, Nadia, so run quickly.
Yes. Are you on the floor? Look for Bakhmetyeva. She's not answering.
Maybe she's with her son. Kolmogorov. Yeah, he's here. Anyway, I'll find someone. Natalia, they're in the waiting room.
They're not helping me, are they?
Why do you think so?
Neither you nor Dad tell me anything, but I can feel it.
You know, I worked in a lab for many years, and I saw the test results of people who shouldn't survive. But they survived anyway. I went to talk to them. I wanted to understand what they had in common. Do you know what it was? They all wanted to live.
I guess I have no reason to. I don't do anything, I just sit and read books.
Well, you can. You can read books to kids who aren't able to read, for example. You can talk to them. You are so smart. You can give advice. I, for one, need some advice. There's this man that I really care about. He found out he had a son, and his son was sick. And today, I got a hope that I could help them. Help save the son. I was so happy. I was running all over the hospital, trying to find him so I could tell him. I saw him with the boy's mother, and they looked like one together. Because shared grief is very bonding, you know? I saw that and I felt redundant.
And you didn't say anything to him? What happens if you don't help him and the boy dies? Will you be able to be happy?
"33 weeks, threat of premature labor, bleeding, ultrasound was done, retroplacental hematoma. The baby is as expected from its term, blood flow normal, dyspnea, cough, subfebrile temperature, blood, C-reactive protein is in."
Abruption?
Natalia Vladimirovna, she has airway obstruction, respiratory distress syndrome. She can't have surgery.
Is the OR ready? Let's go.
Masha, call right away. I'll be there tomorrow.
Husband?
Yes, hello.
Did she have a cold?
A month ago, she caught something. Had a fever for a long time.
Uh-huh. How'd you treat it?
As usual. Cupping and tea with raspberry jam.
Uh-huh. Did you see a doctor?
Yes, she did. She scared me, said that there was a strain of flu going around. She prescribed her a lot of medicine.
Did she take the medicines?
No, we didn't take them this time. We were worried about the baby.
Smoke?
Yes. A lot. 2 packs a day.
Has she stopped during?
She still smokes.
Drinking too?
Well, I wouldn't say that she drinks a lot, but sometimes.
Damn. Natalia, the operation will kill her. Complication from the flu. We'll need to manage the bleeding conservatively.
I think inaction will kill her.
Natalia, stop the operation.
Are you nuts? Get out of the OR now.
Oh, we've seen this somewhere before.
Ruslan, get out of here, quickly! What the hell are you doing? What's going on here?
She's got sepsis, a part of a lingering infection. Her immunity level fell down thanks to the smoking, obesity, and other joys of a healthy lifestyle. Plus a total refusal of treatment. 3 times she was almost admitted.
That's all fine, of course. But she has a placental abruption.
It's very small. The baby's not suffering. We can manage conservatively.
And what do you suggest?
Antibacterial, detoxification, and hemostatic therapy.
Uh-huh. All right, go ahead. This is your patient now.
Natalia, don't be a child. Honest to God, you'll thank me later for not letting you expand your medical cemetery.
I don't want to talk to you.
What else do you want with... I was saving her patient and she's fighting me.
Oh, Natalia, I have news for you. I talked to the foundation, which works with our pharmaceutical company, and they will fund the operation for your son. The paperwork is on its way.
Twój strach, twój gniew, они как яд. Твои слова уже меня не защитят. Когда ты рядом, я не могу дышать. Прости, уйди, забудь, ты мне уже не мать.
Natalia Vladimirovna, I'm sorry to...
Save the patient. You know what the most important thing about being a doctor is? Not sensitive hands, not a swift brain, not the ability to stay awake for 2 days. The most important thing is their lives. And that should always be the most important. More important than relationships and politics. You have everything you need to be a doctor. Why are you still stuck giving drips?
I got into the first medical university this year, in Moscow. The one you went to. But I didn't go.
Why?
I got scared.
Hi, are you looking for someone?
Yes, Ruslan Bazanov's office.
Lucky me. I happen to be going the same way.
Oh, really?
Are you here for a consultation?
What makes you jump to such conclusions?
You seem fine.
What do you mean?
I mean everything.
Oh, then yes.
Through the hall to the left.
Bazanov is always to the left.
It's not just an S, it's a delicacy. And she shows it off with such pride. It's just amazing.
Yeah. What do we use to judge people? Weight, age, and bank account balance.
Stasek?
Hello, feisty girl. I take it our mutual friend didn't inform you that I was coming.
What brings you here?
Well, Ruslan is now an important surgeon. I am modestly, quietly, taking his place. You know, to help women fight nature, turn back the rivers, and so on. You pretty much know everything.
Why do you need it? You have a husband, a career in Moscow?
It's good to see you too, Natalia. Oh my God, who is that? So handsome. Has he gotten a little chubby or what?
Yeah.
And you too?
Stanislava. God, how pretty you are, huh?
Shut up. Hi. I can't die for you anymore. I don't get it. Do you?
Come on, I'll show you your future office.
It's strong, just the way I like it.
Yes, I make good coffee. It's nice that we have similar tastes. I think we have a lot in common. Like, I'm from Baku, and you?
I'm from Arenberg. Well, I'm lying, of course. I'm from a village called, Asakievo.
Asakievo?
Asakievo.
I know.
Oh, come on. Do you know Asakievo?
I do. My grandfather was in a concentration camp, and there was a kid from Asakievo, and he asked to teach him a bit of the Quran to prove that he's not a Jew.
So, did it help?
No, it didn't. Elena Strezitskaya came to see me. She wants to take your child.
Now tell me about it.
What? Well, I'm doing an IVF. I've become a surgeon.
I'm talking about Natalia.
What about Natalia? Please stop the crazy talk. Good afternoon. You're here to see me? Please come inside.
She showed unacceptable arrogance and almost killed a patient. I understand she has a small child who's sick, so let her go and take care of him. Look, you can't continue to turn a blind eye to the fact that she simply is unable to adequately fulfill her duties.
What do you suggest I do? Fire her? Fire the one who recently removed a baby from a liver and thereby saved 2 lives? Fire the one who prolonged the pregnancy after the labor began, and because of her efforts, 3 children were born instead of 1? The one who successfully treats the crystal girl. Are you serious?
Is that a no?
Rania Senatova. Forgive me. How old are you?
I'm 58.
I'm afraid to seem tactless, but...
Ruslan Evgenievich, I'm not asking you for a son, but for a grandson. My Renatic was 19 years old. He had advanced cancer for 3 months. I spoke with everyone to arrange a trip to Israel. And got him 9 more years. When Renatic died, I was silent for 3 months. I would not have survived if it wasn't for my dream. In the dream, I saw some test tubes. I wondered what it was about. And you know, it was like an electric shock. In Israel, the first thing they did was to take his sperm. They said they were preserving our future.
What makes you think it's still in the cryobank?
I already have it here with me. The guys from emergency services helped me.
So you want us to fertilize a donor egg with your son's sperm and find a surrogate mother?
Yes. It will be my life's work to raise my grandson.
You know, even if we manage to, if we're lucky when the child is born, you will unfortunately be about 60 years old. 67 when he goes to school. 78 when he graduates. You said that you had no one. I don't understand how you... And you must realize as well, it won't be easy.
But this will be his legacy. My son was a very bright person, Doctor.
I'm afraid I can't help you.
I can. This is my card. I'll see you on Monday at 10 a.m. You and I will come up with a plan. I'm also a fertility doctor. My name is Stanislava.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Pity is a very bad motivator. And giving false hope is cruel. You might not succeed with sperm like that at all, which has been lying around for so long.
I understand. But do you realize that she went through hell just to get here? And I do not want to be that person to tell her that her only destiny is death.
Why did I let you in my office?
It's good to see you too.
Pavel, are you okay? You don't have the flu by chance? Or just a withdrawal syndrome? You know what? You're just good company. Mikhail Bulgakov, Gregory House. But one of them had the muscle cut out of his leg. And you're crying about the rotor cuff?
I should have let that bully, your weightlifter's husband, break your skull.
Here, drink this. It'll help.
What have you got there, nurse? Valerian root? Pashka, why the torture? She cares about you.
I'm torturing her. Very funny.
Yes, they call the oil rig here. I'll be right there. "36 weeks gestation, acute myeloblastic leukemia. Luba, please do a blood test, Saito, and prepare for transfusion.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
It's a rejection, blood transfusion, and organ transplant.
They're Jehovah's Witnesses. Let's go, we'll figure it out later.
Natalia! Natalia! Wait, please. Can I check with you? Are you working or taking sick leave for childcare?
I'm still working, trying to finish all my work before Mishka's operation.
Elizarova wants to remove you.
And?
And I thought maybe I can take you out of harm's way and temporarily send you to the women's clinic. I haven't found a head there yet.
Me? Out of harm's way?
Oh, yeah.
I apologize. Natalia, we have a catastrophe. We need you.
Go, Natalia.
Your mom still hasn't come.
You know, hospital pics are more popular than bikini pics. People love it when you feel so bad. No, she hasn't.
It's hard to justify her behavior. But you can understand her. You see, she needs to admit to herself that she lived her whole life with a monster.
Don't make excuses for her. She knew everything. Once she found me crying at night. She asked me what was wrong. And when I finally told her, she said I should go to a literary college, that I'd be good there. Even now, I know she'll say that is my own fault.
But you can file a report. We'll do a DNA test. We'll prove it.
What? That he raped me? Who would believe that? Even he believes that I seduced him. The skirts were too short. Bikini. Too much screaming on the court.
But you can't leave it like this. Do you want me to call the police?
Yeah, I just dream of getting on the news and then hiding for the rest of my life. You think I don't know why you're sympathizing with me? I'm not taking her. I won't. You can stop trying.
She has severe thrombocytopenic syndrome. She had polychemotherapy in the second trimester.
Chemo's okay, but a transfusion's not?
Well, it turns out that way. The baby's hypotrophic, but otherwise fine despite the mother's acute leukemia.
Strange that the disease during pregnancy has only progressed now.
Michael, please don't upset me. It's not strange at all. A healthy fetal bone marrow compensates for the mother's hematopoiesis.
And no altruism from Mother Nature, just pure animalistic pragmatism.
The mother dies, the child dies.
Exactly. That's why the baby is giving her everything.
This pregnant fetus symbiosis is the most resilient we've seen. In this situation, her organs and the child's organs are working hard just to get by.
With these tests, we can't C-section her or induce labor. It would kill her. We need to do a transfusion.
So then what? Back to where we started?
To the perversely interpreted injunction in the Bible, deed such and such?
Yes. Abstain from blood.
Okay. What is that? Please stop it, because a hospital is not a place for religion or any other propaganda.
Doctor, do you believe in God?
I believe that a person should be saved if they can be saved.
Doctor, no transfusion.
I'd like to hear it from your wife. You've been through chemotherapy. But without a blood transfusion, it will be in vain. Do you realize you're going to die?
The end of the world is near anyways.
And the realization that Jehovah is not torturing people forever in hell brings true relief. Yes, my darling?
You speak of good deeds, helping your neighbor. Don't you see any contradictions?
The most important thing in life is true obedience to Jehovah.
Right.
Got it.
Tatiana Dmitrievna, Lyra is waiting for you to come. She doesn't show it, but she's waiting.
I don't know what to say to her. I don't know what to do at all.
Why don't you come with me? I think I know someone who's able to help you.
Actually, I got pregnant by accident. I had just arrived in St. Petersburg, convinced I was going to conquer the capital. I took a tram on the way to an abortion. And a young man sat down with me, and he said such a strange thing. It is forbidden by law to be sad in May. Like that. And I just said, I'm going to kill my child. I remember there was a woman who was sitting next to us. She turned towards me, just grunted, and then moved away. He put his arm around me, and from that moment, he never let go. Never again.
It turns out that he is the one who saved your child.
It turns out that if it wasn't for him, there would be no Lyra. I named her after him. I'd forgotten he wasn't her father. It's me. I'm the bad mom.
Okay. Tatiana, let us do this. You know that there's been a disaster in your family. And you know whose fault it is.
It's my fault. It's my fault. It's just me. I just couldn't protect her.
Well, wait. Is it too late for you to protect her now?
But how? Go to the police station?
Has he not committed a crime? Of course your daughter can be seen as Lolita and you a bad mother. But he should be held accountable.
He's not going to jail. Do you even know who he is?
Tatiana, your daughter needs to know that you're on her side. And that she knows that. She is not guilty of anything. Do you understand that we can't do anything without the patient's consent?
What do you suggest? To watch her die, Yuri Alexeyevich?
And you probably want the center to be sued. You want to get your ass kicked. And keep in mind the center and you are not doing very well. Too close for comfort.
I remember someone taught me that a patient's life is more important than faith, career, and anything else.
Oh, really? I know what you're thinking right now. You think if I save her, God will have mercy on my child, don't you? Natal, do what you think is right. But I didn't give you the okay.
Where are you taking her?
To the operating room. Your wife's condition has worsened.
Then I'm coming with you.
That's impossible.
Honey, everything will be all right. I promise.
I said you can't come in here.
Excuse me, are you Fyodor? Yes. Alexei Nikolaevich told me that I should talk to you. About? You see, I'm confused. I am lost. I don't know what to do. Yeah. Yes, I understand. 7 years ago, I was in the same place. Please, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. They don't understand me. It's okay. They're bullying me. They're bullying me. I wonder, do you have even a microscopic doubt that you might be wrong?
If I let even half of my doubts raise their heads, I would be sitting in a corner somewhere by now. Worried about what a terrible person I am.
Natalia Vladimirovna, we're all set.
Come on. Baby's not breathing, we'll incubate.
Yes, Alexei. The children today are weaker than they used to be.
Alexander Anatolievich.
Natalia Vladimirovna.
Keep pouring platelet mass and plasma.
We are, Natalia. We are.
What are we gonna do about the blood transfusion papers?
We go ahead. But we don't say anything to the husband.
Of course.
I'm free. Are you coming?
Mm-mm. I'll stay.
Hello, Natalia. You okay?
Doctor, please. I can't look at this window anymore. Please let me see him just for a minute.
Okay. Go ahead.
Pasha, thanks for your help with the blessed guy.
I had to sign the apartment over to him. Oh.
A good workout is the best remedy all the way.
What kind of workout? Sex?
Why not? Olga, what happened? 20 minutes and not a single word?
Ruslan, I understand your desire to help the child. I myself would do the same. It's like your whole life revolves around her right now.
Really?
You're saving her patience. With her, but from herself. And then you come and tell me how she is brave, uncompromising, how she's ready to sacrifice herself, even for those who don't want it. Tell me honestly, nothing is over. Tell me and I'll just live my life, okay?
Yes, I admire her as a doctor. I learn a lot from her. But that's all.
Ruslan, you're very talented. It's time you walked your own path. Don't you see that?
Len, maybe you and I rushed a bit.
Surprise. Well, happy Freedom Day. You know, I thought you were right. Maldives is a cliché after all. Better a chateau in France. A view of the vineyards. Open it.
16 years. We've been through an obstacle course, you know? 16 years. You got me out of detention when I was facing those ridiculous bribery charges. What do you expect me to celebrate?
I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I thought it was all in the past.
You wanted to discuss something.
Yes, my appointment as Kolmogorov's deputy. He is clearly incapable of adequate management, especially at the observation department. Well, and the second issue, replacing Bakhmetyeva.
I looked into it. There was...
A bacterial toxic shock.
The fact that the president has not become fatal ties our hands. Natalia is too good for us to fire her just for what might have happened. Don't get upset. Paperwork for your appointment is being typed up as we speak. And that is what we're celebrating.
You have no right whatsoever to be here at all. We will not listen to you. You will be prosecuted. I promise you.
Yeah, we came to tell you about your daughter's condition. Should we leave?
What's wrong?
Your girl has severe anemia. She has very low hematocrit. She needs blood transfusion, otherwise...
She's gonna die.
She needs a transfusion. And if you want it, she'll live. Just your signature and that's it. After what happened yesterday, we might be able to stay in the community. It wasn't your fault. But now...
Fedya.
If you sign this paper, you're no longer my wife. Wow.
Are you really going to let a child die? And for what?
God will save her.
Yeah, except he won't come down in a cloud to do it. He sent this man here.
But you're forcing us to betray what's most precious to us. Okay, here's what. Hold this. Hold it. Hold on, where is it? What is it? Put it away. Put that away now.
Give it to me.
Don't you dare.
Right here. You need to see an oncohematologist. You're going to be fine.
Okay.
You need to get treatment.
Thank you.
So, you're sure my wife is waiting for me in there?
Yes.
Mr. Videnikov, you're under arrest.
I'm sorry. It's going to be okay. We're going home soon. We'll get our girl and go.
No. I'm not taking her.
Baby, but it's not her fault.
I can't live and every day think about what happened.
What if I...
No! You have to choose between her and me.
Oh, it's okay. Baby, don't.
couldn't shut the riser off for half an hour. Well, Maruska, if we worked like that on the rubble and on the earthquakes, we'd get, Mom's here. Well, come on, put away the toys, because Mom doesn't like the mess. Hurry up, Maruska.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Ah, so it's on the 5th floor. Are you gonna break into the apartment?
My name is Ignatieva Anastasia-Yevna.
Child Protection Services?
Yes, that's correct. And this is the Somov Bakhmetyeva family.
Yes.
Hazardous living conditions. And the girl is half naked and unsupervised.
Yes. Actually, we have had a flood here. Okay? In case you haven't noticed, it's from the 5th floor.
And the girl is helping you to fix the damage, yes?
What do you have her doing? Does she mop the floors, forcing children of her age to do housework? Do you know that's illegal?
Is that why you adopted her?
Why else would you adopt an African-American girl?
Okay, so please explain what's going on here.
We received a number of calls that the child is being raised in inappropriate conditions. Neighbors complain about constant crying. They suspect child abuse.
What are you talking about? She hardly ever cries. Not at all, right, Marush?
A burn on her hand. Are you burning her fingers?
Take your hands off the child.
All right, mister. If we decide that the girl's life and safety is in danger...
Beer?
Are you the one drinking, or is it your spouse?
So the milk is expired? Okay, it's clear. There is a lack of basic foodstuffs for this child.
No wallpaper or flooring in the nursery, may I?
Of course.
There are scribbles on the walls. And a mattress on the bare floor for some reason.
Okay, just wait a second. Marushka, sit down and play here. Here, play with your dolls. My dears, I can explain. The burn was from her spilling coffee. We called an ambulance right away when it happened. Would we have called the ambulance if we had done it to her? Now, regarding the products. I mean, there's not too much, but my wife just went to the store and on the stove, we've freshly cooked up some soup for the child. As far as the beer is concerned, one bottle is, excuse me, not a drinking problem. Oh gosh, what else is there regarding the room? Marushka has her own crib in our bedroom.
Okay, that's enough. You can tell these stories in court. In the meantime, we're taking the child away. Where are her clothes? Here?
Right. Stop it right now. What are you doing? Do you have a court order? No? Then please leave. Or should I call my friends from the FSB? They'd love to hear about the mayhem you've caused here.
I want to be with you.
You will, Marushka. You will.
Very well. We'll be back. Sooner than you think.
Goodbye, sir.
Shall we go? Yeah? Let's go. Play with your dolls. Sit here. Next to Daddy. It's all right, Marushka. Oh, Daddy is tired. Right? Do you want to play? Go play. Please go play. Go to your room. I'll just rest here. I'll just rest. Oh, God.
Please sign the paper.
No.
Don't you understand? She didn't listen to you and thus almost killed the patient. Nadia, do you want to go down with her because of this?
Why are you yelling at her?
And who are you to tell me what to do, huh?
I'm the one who will report you for your Gestapo methods. I have connections.
I'll talk to you later, babe.
Is it in your job description to humiliate and intimidate?
Hush. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Are you doing anything later tonight?
Attention. All doctors in the observation unit to the nursing station immediately. All doctors in the observation unit to the nursing station immediately.
And?
Accident at the gym 2 streets over.
They were having a maternity class when the building collapsed.
God.
Everyone's in their 8th or 9th month.
They can't get some of them out.
They might need to give birth out there?
Most likely.
And how many did they expect us to send?
Well, about 6. We are closest.
Call Lazarev.
Where's Bazanov?
I'm here.
You'll go there.
Yeah.
Alexei Nikolaevich, you're with me. Nadia, you too. I need your hands.
My 5 years in the ER will come in handy too.
Yes, very much so.
And take Bagarov. He will help with the stress.
I'll find him. Don't worry about it.
Refuse to go, do you hear me?
Afraid my bone marrow will end up in rubble?
Natalia Vladimirovna!
Pasha, I need you to be totally focused and completely alert.
Do you realize we can't both go?
I leave no men behind.
It's not a war. You're not a platoon commander.
Obstetricians, Colonel Boyko.
Natalia, PMC observation.
Move over.
How many injured?
20 people at the far end of the building. And there was only one class. Yoga with pregnant women. They have a massage room across the hall. So, 10 pregnant women plus the instructor and the masseuse. Easy, easy, easy. Careful, careful. That's the last of the light injuries. The others are on their way to the hospitals. The badly injured are downstairs. Rustam!
Here!
Come here. Escort the medics.
Yes, sir.
Currently, we still have very little information at this moment. But as you just saw, a team of obstetricians have arrived. They're making their way inside the building right now, so there's still hope that someone can be saved.
It's like war.
And so she chose her daughter over her granddaughter. I don't believe the mother could talk Lyra into it.
So they left without the baby girl.
Now she'll gain a little weight and go to the home.
Well, first of all, that remains to be seen. And secondly, if she survived in the bin.
I believe in her too.
We need to find her a family.
Oh, Nadyushka syndrome. Although, I suppose why not?
Zamyatina.
The one from under the Kamaz. Did you see her, Mom? I wouldn't wish that granny on my worst enemy.
I'll call her.
What are you thinking about, Jackson? Just get married.
Get me out
Calm down, please. Work is underway to rescue you. We'll get you out soon. We have a connection established.
Can she hear us?
Of course. Please, try not to move. Do you hear me? Please try not to move.
What is your pregnancy term?
36 weeks.
Do you have any pain? Are you able to move your limbs?
I'm scared.
That's normal. We won't go anywhere without you.
Please get me out of here.
What's your name? My name is Igor.
Victoria Vika.
Excellent. Is this your first child?
I had an abortion. First labor. Can you make a phone call?
To whom?
To Vadim.
Is this your husband?
Yes, so lucky.
Come on, well done. You jumped under the table just in time.
They say do your best and God will do the impossible. What's your name?
Gromova, Diana Georgievna, 39 years old. Term is 37-38 weeks. This is my third labor. I feel pretty decent and labor hasn't started.
You talk so smoothly. Are you a doctor or an accountant? Or a prosecutor?
No, I'm a judge.
We'll be lifting you up soon, so there's a chance we won't be giving birth down here.
Yeah.
I'm cold.
I'm wet. Why am I wet?
Vika!
Can you hear me?
No, my water broke. Oh, God.
Easy. Calm down. It's okay. Breathe. So then we'll just have the baby here.
Oh, why is the door open? And why isn't anyone running to see Mommy? Semyon, Marushka.
Mommy.
What's going on? A flood? Well? Semyon, are you asleep? What is it, my darling? What, my dear? What is it? Semyon. Semyon? Samushka. No,
Okay.
50 seconds. Pain. All over the abdomen, lower back, pelvis. Shingling pain.
It's unbearable.
Okay, wait. You and I are still a third of the way through. I realize we're on a stressful fast track here. But let's get geared up for a marathon.
I can't do a marathon.
Victoria! Victoria, can you hear me? There are only two things that will save us. Proper breathing and rest during contractions. Victoria, you've been taught to breathe properly, right? You took the classes.
I don't remember anything.
Let's try it together. Come on, you're gonna exhale now, and with that, you are breathing out everything. Pain, fear. Come on, you can scream and groan.
Stasik, can you manage?
Yes.
I'll go check on our second group. Here, hold this.
I'm here for now.
Vika! Vika!
Well, another victory.
Okay, listen up. Can you feel your legs?
No, I can't feel them.
Attention, shield back in place.
I can't feel my legs. I can't move my arms. I can't feel anything. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with the baby? What's wrong with the baby?
What have you got?
Looks like a spinal fracture. Antenatal fetal death. Heartbeat is not audible, no movement either. Massive bleeding. And abdominal trauma by the looks of it.
We've just received information that there is a risk of a repeated collapse of the building. Alexei Nikolaevich, Nadia, there's a pregnant woman blocked in an elevator. They can't free her yet. Go there. The rescue is working there. They need your help.
Gotcha. Natalia. Wait. What about me?
The patient needs to be escorted. You're going with her.
What does that have to do with me?
Mishka won't survive without your bone marrow.
So you think if his mother dies, that's okay?
I can't leave. I have to stay.
You're such an idiot. Here. Let's go.
Let me introduce Maria and Lev.
And her?
Her. Just a girl. For now.
And why was she abandoned?
Well, Mom's just a kid. 16 years old. She just couldn't.
Is she from a bad family?
Not if you mean alcohol and drugs. No. Everything's fine. She's healthy. From a well-off family.
What if the mother comes back for the child? Not now, but maybe in a few years? She'll grow up, come to her senses, and will be taken to court. Can that happen? Yes. In life, anything can happen. I don't want to. I can't. I can't go through it again.
This happened because I didn't want him. I already have the 2. And then this promotion. I didn't have time for maternity leave. And then I just waited and waited until it was too risky.
Your baby's alive. Listen, do you hear that? Your child's alive.
I was just informed by the emergency services. In the far wing of the building, there's been a second collapse floor. It's hard to say for now how serious that is and if there are any casualties. And now I will ask the cameraman to show you what is happening behind my back. As you can see, emergency services are rushing to the new collapse.
Stop it!
What are you reading?
The Lost World.
Oh, that's a good book. And I loved Return of the Musketeers. Have you read it?
One for all and all for one.
You've passed the test. Well done. Oh. Yeah? No connection? Don't know anything, yeah? Okay, I got it. Yes, thank you.
Is there something wrong?
No, it's okay. Take this.
Tastes different. You didn't mix it up, did you?
No, Jan, I didn't. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone. Ruslan, please.
Alexander?
What happened? Did someone die?
Yes.
Who?
Semyon Semyonovich.
Sasha.
Dina just called. He's with Mariska. There's no one to stay.
His heart?
Yes.
How is she?
I didn't recognize her voice. I need someone to cover for me. I have to go.
Sasha, I'll go. Marushka doesn't know you very well.
All right, go. Thanks. Thank you, thank you. Thank you.
Semyon Semyonovich has died.
How many years working, but I've never gotten used to death. Especially when they're young. And Semyon, he was barely 50 years old.
Observation. What? Okay, thank you.
Who is it? Huh?
Another collapse in the yoga center. Our guys are inside.
Okay. So, call Makarov. We need to close the center immediately. Quickly!
Everyone? Come on, pick up the phone. Come on.
Oh.
Pavel, did they come back?
No, they're under the rubble.
Is Alexei there?
Yes. Yes. Easy. Breathe. Easy. Just breathe.
It hurts so much.
Nurse. It's okay. Nurse, Gurney here, please.
I don't want to die.
Vika, tell me about your happiest memory.
The Italian city of La Spezia.
My birthday. On the last day of holidays.
Waiting for the train?
Yes, to Milan. There's a strike. The trains aren't running.
Andrei, I want to tell you something.
What? No. Let me do it first.
Go first.
When Sonia and I had the accident, she was expecting a baby. If there had been a doctor like you in the hospital, maybe she would have been saved. Then you know what happened? 3 years went by, and you came, and it's a different life. Not too deep, but... And you? What did you want to say?
No, nothing.
Well, Irina, got yourself into this?
Is there any news?
No.
Full dilation. Water's not broken.
We have to pierce. Are we performing amniotomy?
Bullet forceps.
Have you done this before?
Yeah. Irene, focus here. Okay.
Well...
The water is green.
Is that a bad thing?
Risk of hypoxia. Call the neonatologist.
I don't feel anything.
What don't you feel?
I don't feel contractions.
Genya, let's have an ultrasound.
Let's get her to the OR.
Okay.
Come on. Let's hurry. Let's go.
Tell me, are you okay?
I'm fine. Is the baby definitely fine?
Everything is fine. The heartbeat is excellent. Don't even worry.
Thank you. Thank you.
So what do we have here?
Well, the worst is over. The route is almost clear. We should be able to leave soon.
Uh-huh. Why are you crying?
It's
Everything
nothing.
will be fine. They will clear it. Stop it.
It's nothing. I just realized what a miracle it is to live, and I guess we got here for a reason. We have to be happy. To wake up in the morning, to take a deep breath. Even if you're feeling sick, or you haven't slept well and You're riding in this jammed subway to work. There will be another day. And there will be another day and another. We can do anything. We can do anything. We really have a chance to make things better. And some people don't have that opportunity. We have to believe in ourselves. To study, to become the best doctor, to save thousands of lives. I will definitely study. We can have children, and we can teach them about the world around us. And to love. To love like no one has ever loved.
You know, someone is very lucky.
Okay, we've cleared the route. Let's get out.
Ah, great, guys. See? Shall we? Come on.
Vika, we want to determine if the baby is coming out head or legs first. Can you understand that?
Yes.
We really need your help now. Can you manage? Come on, good girl. Spread your legs as wide as possible.
She can't.
It's okay. Put your hands around your knees. Now push. Push really, really hard. Push, 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 push. There. Okay, well done. Well done. Well done. Well done.
Okay. Now you need to try and lift him up. Try to lift him up.
Yes, and release his mouth and nose.
Okay.
Just with your finger. And if there's anything...
Cover him with it.
Natalia, our guys have made their way to your guy. You can speak to him
I
here.
have the radio. Alexei Nikolaevich, Nadia, how are you?
I'm fine. Nadia's unconscious. Craniocerebral trauma. A beam fell on her.
Why didn't you leave?
Okay, no pulsation, no respiration, clinical death. Starting CPR, assessing the vein.
What if she...
Nadia.
Clear. Clear.
Well, as I say, never a good time for births, deaths, or taxes. Olegovich, let's go.
Scalpel.
Look.
No, I can't.
Pavel Olegovich, we have no time for doubt.
I can't.
Jane, Kolmogorov is coming. Go call him quickly. It's okay. It's all right. Zhenya.
Scalpel.
Zhenya, don't. You'll kill her. Zhenya.
Scalpel.
Zhenya, don't. You're gonna kill her.
Pavel, come here. Get out of here. I said get out. Get out of the operating room. Now. Get out.
Clear. On the monitor.
Assistol? Okay, ending CPR. She's gone. Confirming time of death at 15:30.
isn't she crying?
Well, she is now. Very much so, Mom. It's all right. Well, stitches?
Stitches.
Why are you here? Huh? To calm me down or to finish me off?
My mom got sick when I was 15. The only thing she wanted was to live to see me grow up, so that I wouldn't be sent to a home. Before she died, she suffered terribly. She didn't sleep, she didn't eat. I was already working part-time as a hospital nurse, and I decided to steal medicine for her, to end it all. She wasn't breathing when I got there. But I would have done it.
So what? You confessed something embarrassing. I just panicked and almost killed a child and maybe his mother. Because there are people under the rubble who are... They're strangers to you. I understand. Why not take advantage of the situation now and earn some brownie points? Please.
But listen, it starts with a resident who has not performed a single independent surgery and ends with an intern. And then in some miraculous way, the medical history gets your signature as lead surgeon. Yuri Alexievich, there are cameras, and they recorded the entire mess. So write a letter.
A letter?
Write the letter or I'll do it myself tomorrow.
A letter of dismissal for someone who may not even be alive? Are you crazy?
Oh my god. She rushed straight to the rubble. She rushed to the rubble and took everyone with her. She didn't even leave a single doctor in the center. Not a single one.
It's okay. Another nightmare?
Mm-hmm. And where's Bazanov?
He's here.
What time is it?
Soon they'll take him into the OR.
Mm-hmm.
Natal, what are you worried about? Well, what can happen? Allergy to anesthesia? Pulmonary embolism? Well, that's impossible. You realize that?
It's just 2 or 3 punctures in the bones.
Yes, of course. So now, should we get on a podium to celebrate for bravery?
I want coffee.
I'll get it.
I'll get it myself.
How long is this going to stay here? It's scaring people away.
Pavlo Legovich, take some time off.
I'm fine. Offer it to Bagarov. He was the last one to see her anyway.
How are you?
Good. You, on the other hand.
Thank you.
Natalia, maybe you should stop thinking that you have to save every person on this planet. It's starting to look more like vanity than nobility.
Her mother is coming to pick up her things today.
Well, don't go. You've got your son's surgery.
Good excuse.
Why are you punishing yourself, huh?
Thank you for Mishka.
Come on. You'll thank me later when the bone marrow works.
Thank you for Mishka.
Wish me luck.
I want to be there.
And I don't. I don't want you to see me as a naked shrimp with a stabbed ass.
But she's allowed to?
She's not allowed either. But she has to be there. Thank you for Mishka.
It's going to be okay.
Natalia, I'm sorry to bother you on a day like this. Alexei Nikolaevich has scheduled a cesarean today for Crystal Tasia. He says it's dangerous to wait and needs your approval.
He's right. We've been stalling as long as we could.
Wait, you can do it.
Alexei Nikolaevich can.
Vasenka, what if he's like me? What if he breaks when they take him out of me? And then, after each touch, he's glass bones. What have we done?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Well, are you ready?
No.
She's afraid that he's Crystal. Tasia, you've made your decision. Your child either has inherited osteogenesis imperfecta or not. We can't do anything about it now. We can only help him out.
He may break in your hands. Do you realize that?
Well, of course we do, so I promise to be extremely careful, more than ever.
I want Natalia Vladimirovna to do it. She already saved me once, and Max Yutka if it wasn't for her.
I've already explained to you she can't.
But she can.
Tasenka.
I'll go to her. Natalia Vladimirovna, Tasia is asking you to perform the operation.
Natalia, go. Natalia, she's come all the way from her goddamn Arctic Circle. You have to.
Do you think maybe if I help her, God will save Mishka?
Go.
She had this beautiful green blouse. It had a sparkle and it really suited her eyes. And now she's gone. What do I do? What now?
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Doctor. I really wanted to meet the one... that doctor. This person that she's been talking about non-stop all the time. Natalia Vladimirovna this and Natalia that. Natalia Vladimirovna is a hero. Why did you send her there? Into all that rubble? What is she? A fireman? A rescuer? She's not even a doctor. I've seen heroes like you. Not even a tear at the funeral. I looked at you. Go away.
Твой страх, твой гнев, они как яд.
Natalia Vladimirovna, we have everything ready.
I told her that I need her hands. To go with us. I knew that the building was about to collapse, and I didn't send her back.
I shouldn't have called you here. You should go back to your son.
He's only 1 year old. But he's already been through chemotherapy. His immune system is crushed, he's lying there alone, and he doesn't understand why his mom isn't around. Why he keeps vomiting from these cyclophosphamides. And for the next 2 weeks, he'll have blood transfusions and antiviral drugs, and no one in the world will tell me whether this bone marrow will work or not. Go and get Kolmogorov.
So, how's our beautiful lady?
Alexander?
Alexei Nikolaevich, and to you?
Tasia, unfortunately we can't wait any longer.
But Natalia promised me she won't be able to.
We are starting. Don't worry, everything will be fine.
Don't worry.
Scalpel.
Alexei Nikolaevich, wait. I'm operating and you're assisting. Vika, coat. Tasia, hello. I'll be performing the surgery. Natalia Vladimirovna asked me to take over for her.
I don't know you.
That's not a problem. Let's introduce ourselves. My name is Yuri Alexeyevich Kolmogorov. I am the chief physician of this hospital and also Natalia's teacher. I was against you staying in our hospital because if something had happened, the center would have been closed immediately. But don't worry. I'll do everything I can to make sure nothing bad happens. And everything will go the way we need it to. Don't worry. Well, can I begin?
Why are you here?
I've come to make you happy.
Hurry up while I'm under anesthesia.
Ruslan, all I need is the head of the wonderful observation department.
I don't get it. Where's Bakhmetyeva?
Well, as Misha likes to say, the party is over.
As Misha likes to say, you can take yourself right to hell. Got it?
Ruslan, your refusal won't save her. And you should realize that you won't get a similar offer for the next 5 years, if you ever will. So why all this self-sacrifice?
Uh-huh. How do you know such kind of words?
Which ones? Conscience? Honor? Dignity? Close friendship? Or even unrequited love? Ruslan Evgenievich, do you need anything?
Yeah. Take this piss pot. This one.
Everything's all right. Oh. Mom, meet your son.
He's not Crystal.
It's not clear yet. We need to do all the genetic tests. Then we'll see. Now. Just a second.
Careful.
He's looking good. Healthy weight too.
Why is he crying like that?
He should be crying. If he's crying, it means that it's all right. He's just a little cold. Now we'll warm him up. It's all right.
It's okay.
Stitches?
Did you hear that?
I'm leaving. I just want to be with my son.
Well, when the result of the transplant becomes clear, will
No, I'm
you...
not coming back.
Because of that nurse?
Yes, I am responsible for Nadia's death. I also almost killed a patient today. And I couldn't do my job.
Natalia, you have a talent for saving people. You have to do it.
My hands are shaking, I can't operate.
Okay, then. You can save people without holding a scalpel in your hands. You know very well that the vast majority of women who come to your operating table are able to deliver perfectly well. If only a competent gynecologist would make an accurate diagnosis or knock some sense into their heads. What is it, Natal?
I remembered why I fell in love with you.
Who could you suggest for your position? Any thoughts?
Bazanov.
Okay.
What's this?
Nadia's mom brought it. I wonder why she kept all this. It seemed to me that she didn't care.
As far as I knew her, she did care.
I was the one who gave the rescuer the baby, and I went to help her mother. He put the baby on the concrete floor, and everything started burning and collapsing there. A concrete beam.
I'm sorry. Yes. Okay, I'll be right there.
You're like Dr. House. Only the stick is missing.
I can't sleep. I only fall asleep in the morning 2 or 3 hours.
That's what a woman has to do to make a manipulator. Lose sleep. To die saving a child.
Let's get drunk.
Well, if this is the beginning of a good, strong friendship, then let's do it.
Yeah.
I'll just change. I'll be at your Bentley in 15.
It's a BMW.
Tasenka? What's wrong?
It's just... Yuri Alexievich just came in. The test results already. He is not Crystal, Vasenka. Our boy is absolutely healthy.
I told you so.
Our baby's gonna be fine.
Washed?
I was offered. Your position, but I turned it down.
Where's Andrei Pavlovich?
He'll be right with you. Do you have any news? Please, doctor.
Yes, the bone marrow's working, so we'll loosen the sterile regime now.
Can I see him?
Yes.
И щекой к щеке прижаться постоянно.
My little one. Hi. Hello, my darling. You're my sweetie.
Go for it. If you are the head, I will be calm.
Hi. My Mishka.
Tu es mon sens caché, mon autre côté. Tu es mon évidence, ma seconde moitié.